Morning, everybody. Kevin back from Watch This with Joe and Kevin, going to episode 4 of season 5 of The Sopranos. I just found out by looking, when I was going to see what episode I was on, there are only 6 seasons of The Sopranos. For some reason, I was assuming there were 7. I don't know where I got that in my head. Maybe it's just because so many of the prestige shows we watch have 7 seasons. You know, Veep and the West Wing and Mad Men. They were all 7-season shows, so maybe I just thought prestige television equals 7 seasons. I don't know. That's certainly not the case in other shows. But that could mean potentially that a lot of the wrap-up of the show has already kind of been indicated, right? Like some of the conflicts or whatever with Johnny or with Fech or Adriana ratting to the feds, whatever, could all already be pointing us towards the resolution of how the show winds down. It really changes, you know, kind of how I look at some of the stuff that's happening on the show right now, some of the high risk stuff that's happening right now. It's like, well, this could have something to do with the end game of the show, of Tony getting arrested or killed or fleeing with his family or whatever happens at the end of the show. I'm not sure. Or nothing happens to him and he just has conflict and wins and keeps on reigning supreme forever. The one big takeaway from the last episode is Fech kind of worming his way in to try to seize control of some territory. And it's interesting to me because other guys who've gotten out, and I'm thinking largely of Richie, were set up, right? They got out and it's like, here is how you're going to make money. Here is your territory. And I don't know what the difference is. It could be a number of things. It could be that Richie was a captain or higher ranking when he went into prison, so he was entitled when he got out more so than Fech is. It could be that there's just kind of basic restructuring that's happened. So the get out of prison and setup isn't there. Maybe with so many guys getting out at once, it's impractical to kind of hand everybody a piece of the pie automatically as they get out of prison with the massive release of guys. Or maybe Tony just isn't, participating in those rules to the extent that he used to, and Fech is kind of on his own. Regardless, Fech is going to be a problem for a lot of people moving forward. I think Paulie in the short term, but Paulie ends up in conflict with everybody, so that's not really surprising. I do think he's going to be a problem for Tony, in that he's trying to just kind of muscle his way in. There was a point being made that Fech, while getting into this landscaping racket, didn't say anything or kick any money to Tony, which may be an indication of things to come. We're not sure, but let's find out. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special thank you to our super patrons: AB, Actuarial Lurker, Balish Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudagunda Varapu, Torgeir Langstad, Trey Contreras, Where Panda 47, Natasha Norris, and Yannick from Montreal. Thanks so much, guys. We're really glad you're here with us. You'll see in the link in the description below our Patreon page. Everything over there, we're way ahead of where we are on YouTube, but you're going to have to sync and watch along on your own source material due to copyright law. Everybody drives so fast on this show. Oh, it's AJ, of course. Is he old enough to drive, or is this another thing where he went out and taken the car without permission again?
I don't know what the fuck happened to the DeWalt. Everything disappears around me.
You gave it to your nephew.
Now that I'm out of the house, she lets everything go.
The accountant, when he came over to talk about ripping off the government.
They will probably go through their entire lives not knowing that their father's sperm was smuggled out of jail to get Nancy pregnant.
Is that true?
I just remember what happened to the power drill.
Pardon me?
I loaned it to your cousin, Brian.
Yeah, that was it, Brian, yeah.
Is one of your attacks?
No, I think it's just indigestion.
Is he having a heart attack?
And I told this kid to start cracking the books.
Was he supposed to do that after he got back from the Nets game you took him to on a school night?
Why don't you cut him some slack?
No, that's your department. I get to be the prison warden over here while you indulge him.
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell me when the school meeting is? Because I don't have to listen to this shit anymore. That's why we're separated.
What?
Hi, Lorraine. I'm Bill.
Fuck! Jason!
Whoa. Whoa!
You were warned, Lorraine. The money goes up to John.
Oh my God. Okay, this is escalating way out of hand.
And I predict the guys in the street in Brooklyn, Queens, they'll welcome us as fucking heroes. It'll be easy.
This is all gonna go out of control.
Tommy Peter's Guare, when I was coming up, she had the long legs up to here like that. Famous beauty, smart as a whip.
Easy, man.
The night he beat that longshoreman to death over a corner table.
No, sir.
Here we go. Memory lane.
First of all, it was my game.
Feature's forgiven. Even if he hasn't forgotten. But it's a great yarn, right, Feature?
Oh my god.
So, what's up?
I came to ask for my game back.
Yeah, here we go.
11 years I ran it. No fights, no raids. Not to mention that maybe I got it coming, considering how good it gone for you after you took the game down.
Yeah, this is gonna start getting bad.
Let me get out of here before I keep talking and fuck this up. Jeez. Thank you, Don Antonio.
I think that's the first time I've heard anybody call him Don. Unless I missed it.
So, we're at the Peppermint Lounge, but in walks these two stewardesses from Brandon.
Everybody's in. Aces side. Your action, Mr. Thill.
Hey, it's Lawrence Taylor.
Hello, girls.
Hey! Hey, Don.
Sir Lawrence from the Meadowland.
Your Highness.
He gave him a massage.
God. There a lot of tension running through.
This guy got to say hello.
What, did I interrupt one of your impermeable stories?
Yes, actually, that's really good.
Long story short, I got my shoe in a snatch.
And it falls off and she keels over. Que putz.
Oh my god.
Head of commercial paper at Goldman Sachs, Upper East Side.
I didn't get my invitation.
Really? Okay, I was gonna say.
So with Wesleyan as your fallback, I think we're in pretty good shape. Straight A's at Middlebury's language camp.
Is that David Strathairn's voice?
Your blues folkloric studies in Mississippi last summer have an almost community service spin to them.
Yes, it is.
So let me guess. He called the English teacher Daddy-O.
I get unlimited time on my SATs.
Is that true?
Let's talk about that later.
You guys fought to have it not be designated ADD, though.
All in all, he seems to be handling the split well. You know, this is not to say I don't get a ration of shit in every conversation.
Do you think it would be a benefit to him to see a psychologist on a regular basis?
Oh my god, Tony, take it easy.
People use it as a crutch. And I always wonder what happened to Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper again.
They were on their way to school this morning and they hit a tree. Nick is dead. Sasha's in a coma.
Ugh.
What's that? He was here when I got here.
Is it another gift from Tony?
Whoa! Oh man, oh baby, an Xterra SE.
Loaded. 3.3 liters.
Oh my god, he did not hear his wife at all.
What is this, Bose?
6 CD changing. It's got surround sound.
You feel safer already?
Yeah.
Can we take it out?
Yeah, we can take it out. Once. Then this baby sits in the garage till you pull your grades up to a C.
What?
You heard your father.
Okay, that's something.
I gotta put dinner on. Tony, I have bills for you.
Mr. I can't afford to go to therapy can buy his kid this car.
The car is a motivational tool. The carrot and the stick, you gotta do both.
I could strangle him sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, the smart mouth is not good.
It's minor, believe me. God, what happened to him? He was always the sweet one.
What, are you crying?
You're so sensitive, Tony.
Come on, Tony, you just have a bunch of flunkies.
What do you know about it?
They compliment you on your new shoes. They tell you that you're not going bald.
What do I give a shit if they're scared or whatever? I'm running a fucking business, not a popularity contest.
That's gonna eat at him.
And I apologize for my use of foul language. Foul with a W. But it is still no excuse to use the vile word that I used, of which I am sure you know that I'm talking about.
God.
I still have great regard for you, even though you said some horrible things. P.S. I'm doing fine. It came with a bathrobe and a basket full of Dr. Hauschka bath products.
The desire to cleanse himself of the deed.
Notice he still fundamentally blames me.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we could meet, have lunch, a cup of coffee. I could share them with you. Next week, perhaps?
Really?
Is this like a date? He knows they're separated.
I heard it the other day in the car. They have such a good drum solo in the middle there.
Drum solo? It's the basic 4/4.
Oh.
You know, Ringo was not their original drummer. That was Pete Best. And they fired him.
So, is this what they call common ground?
Oh my God.
Am I so horrible?
You are not horrible. Get over yourself.
Over myself? What is that supposed to mean?
If you're gonna be a martyr, obviously I'll sit here.
Nope.
Ah, teens.
So, Tony, you liking the Escalade? I can't keep them on the line.
I love it. After I pulled out that global position and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Always got his eye on the big picture.
Up to you.
Oh, he can see that Polly's sucking up to him. That's good.
What do you get when you cross an accountant with a giant jet airplane? A boring 747.
Oh my God, they're laughing so much harder at Tony's pretty lame joke. This is shot really well. Oh, Carmela really got to him.
All right. Bed too.
I do not recognize the guy in blonde hair, but I feel like I'm supposed to.
I talked to Med. She said that you can sleep over at her apartment. I will give you cab fare. When the concert's over, you go straight up there. Sunday morning, I want you home 10:30 sharp.
I hope he does all of that, honestly.
Don't stay up too late.
I mean, she's trying to meet him halfway.
So, you guys like your job?
Are they robbing a valet lot? They're robbing cars with the trailer. Was it cars from the wedding? Yep. So was it Filch or Feach? Sorry, Filch. Wrong show.
Apparently, there's been an armed robbery. Some automobiles were taken.
Yeah, it was one of the guys at the poker game for sure.
You want to go back to that?
Is that Frida?
Yes, I want to go back to that.
I haven't seen it, but I recognize the look.
Look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it up there.
What are you talking about? You know Mom's gonna call here.
I'm a total dick if I leave here. Just tell Mom I'm on my way up.
Yep.
All right, you better stay there and be home on time tomorrow. I don't want any shit from Mom.
Okay, of course he didn't. I'm really curious where the blowback's going to go on the stolen cars. I'd drive an American car. I would have been safe. Because, you know, a lot of thieves want my Chevy.
Is he all right?
Mom, he's fine.
Just wait until you have children.
Not me. I'm never having kids. We're in the middle of a movie, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good night.
Good night.
There's so many things. Remember, AJ's the guy who doesn't get away with it ever. There's so many things that can go wrong with this plan.
AJ, it's your mother. Call me.
There's a 0% chance he's going to be up and around and back by 10:30 in the morning.
No, don't answer it.
Somebody wrote on his face too, didn't they?
My face is stuck to the rug.
They fucking crazy glued you.
Oh my God.
Ow, dude, take it easy.
Okay, at least he got up.
Dude.
Oh, fuck.
They shaved his eyebrows.
Oh, fuck me.
What a pile of messes here.
It's the Hudson Suites on the west side. Tony, just go there, all right? I'm so worried I'm not even angry anymore.
All right. I'm on my way.
Okay, good.
I want to know what happened. You never even went to Meadows after you gave me your word.
Get off my back.
You are a liar.
Fuck you.
What did you say?
Wow. Again, he's the kid that cannot get away with it.
Nothing came in here.
This Benz SL55, he wants a pull.
I'll make some calls.
What happened to your leg?
He lied to me, Tony, which means that they both lied.
She's covering for him.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dad. I was just taking out the trash.
Oh my God.
What's different about you?
He has no eyebrows, Tony.
What'd you say to your mother?
Tony.
What did you say?
He said the F word.
You're finished. You're never gonna drive that fucking car till you're 40.
Yeah.
I'm selling it tomorrow.
Look, she wouldn't let me talk. I was trying to tell her what happened.
Oh, see, it's my fault.
This is like him with Dr. Melfi.
We were right by the hotel.
Enough of your lying.
I am not lying.
Look at your face. If you got some kind of sexual proclivity with...
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I had a few beers, but it just made me sick.
How can anybody believe what you say?
Because I told you. You never believed me.
Are you guys really gonna fall for this?
You had a couple beers.
Well, yeah.
You didn't do any drugs.
No.
Oh my God. You are so gullible. It's like parents.
Oh, you know what? I am sick of your bullshit. Both of you.
Yeah. Good for her.
What are we gonna do? Really?
What did I just say?
Yeah.
No, I mean really. Come on.
Did you think I was joking?
No, this is normal teenage shit.
It's pretty excessive.
It's my fault, Tony. My pathetic need to compete with you clouded my judgment.
That's really good, yeah.
You're his mother. It's different.
I can't be the villain anymore. I mean it. And I can't say fuck it. Take him. Let him live with you.
The cut to the honeymooners. That's really good. This is a really well done episode.
And no, the correct answer is Stephen Foster. But thanks so much. You've been a wonderful contestant and a swell sport. Goodbye.
Oversee.
If he's the one who hit that wedding, he went way over the line.
Sorry, Godfather. He was at the game. I thought he was just another pigeon.
Who authorized you to do it? And don't call me Godfather with that fucking cute smirk.
Yeah.
When were you gonna tell me about it if I hadn't called you, he?
I'm here now. I'm telling you about it now.
That's the second time.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do I have to send you a memo every time I move my bowels, too?
I said, as long as you don't step on anybody's toes.
In my day.
And that's another thing. I don't want to hear no more about how it was.
Yeah. Oh. Like he'll learn to suck up. Oh. You couldn't see him in the background, really.
How much you gonna want for that?
2.
Fuck you, Feech. It's fucking parking.
You gotta kick in a TV.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this was a setup to kill him or not.
And he dropped out, went to work as a waiter or something. He wouldn't last a week. You know, he would be drawn right in. You know.
That's possibly true.
You met him. My husband can be very magnetic. You know, he's bigger than life. And I was so young.
This is a date, the way he's leaning in.
And the honey balsamic chicken.
Thank you. Hey, have you read Madame Bovary?
I did, actually, in college.
I think you might enjoy it.
I will stop by Borders on my way home.
I don't know if she would enjoy Madame Bovary.
Yeah.
Supervisor Curran, parole board.
Oh, okay, they didn't kill him. They have his parole violation.
He's out sick. Just want to take a look around.
Sending him back to prison.
Bequest. Friend of mine passed away.
That your garage?
Nah. It's where I make the weapons of mass destruction. You want to see my fucking garage? You never seen an oil stain before?
Let's go.
Oh, okay, I guess that's better than killing him. It's not like he's not out breaking the law.
Oh, come on! Fuck Major League Baseball. Ever since the fucking strike, let's watch ballet.
When you fall in bed with a woman and you force her head under the covers.
That's awesome. Yeah, but first you gotta be in bed with one.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Oh my God! What? Jesus!
I would not enjoy that. Yeah, see how you like it, Tony. Is he gonna push your boundaries too? Yep. Should have laughed at his jokes, man. He's probably gonna die in prison now.
Just got the call. They put him on a corrections bus this morning.
That's brutal.
Man was a legend. Christopher agrees, by the way. Well, that's nice that he agrees. But I'm not running a fucking popularity contest.
Maybe you can see doing that with your son hasn't worked either. What's the reveal going to be? Did Tony send AJ home?
Mommy, look at me.
Oh. Never mind, she just misses him.
Anthony!
Oh. The editing in this episode has been so good. Yeah, now she's alone. Like alone. This was a really good episode, and Carmela's been on kind of a run on them. I do point out every now and then she's very much enjoying the dirty money of Tony, and she is. She's complicit in every way, and that shouldn't be forgotten. Clearly, she's not the villain that most of the characters on this show are at all. She's just somebody who is benefiting from the villainy. But you know, ever since the finale of last season, moving forward, she's really tried to take ownership. I feel like of her family and of her life, and of trying to do something to fix how she's feeling. You know, the Gumars finally got to her, which is completely understandable, and she has been trying to be a good parent to AJ. I thought it was really commendable when she said, I don't blame him. He's a kid who's testing boundaries. I blame you. And I think that's completely right. I think 90% of the family problems kind of stem from Tony, really. You know, both kids have been incredibly privileged, and we saw struggles with Meadow at one point, and for a while. And we've seen them with Carmela as well. But I really do feel like that the lavish lifestyle and having a father who really enables their bad behavior, and we saw it again here, has not worked out in these children's favors at all. I almost feel like, you know, Carmela's, you know, Meadow's success that she's been enjoying has been largely because of herself, and lightly because of Carmela. It's been like, in spite of everything, she seems to be adjusting really well, and you know, achieving and you know, having more successful dating relationships, with a few obvious exceptions, so on and so forth. But I really do feel like that everything that positive that's kind of happened for Meadow has been kind of in spite of Tony. And I know that's pretty rough to say. Tony loves her. He's tried, you know, to reach out with her when they were going through hard spells. You know, the episode where he took her to his church to explain some of their family history. Tony's really tried, but man, is he an enabler. And I only mention it because Carmela's right. She's always had to be the heavy. So many times in that relationship, right? You get to be the absentee father, or the guy, the father who's out all the time, but gets to come home and be the hero and be the fun parent, and the kids, you know, while their kids like that parent more. Whereas, you know, Carmela has to be the responsible parent, the warden, the mean parent, who they treat like garbage, even though she's acting way more in their best interest than Tony is. But, you know, kids will be kids and won't understand that until they're older. But man, it is a thankless job that she's had to do. I'm kind of wondering how long she does this separation where Tony and Anthony are both gone, because she seemed it seemed to hit her right when she came in there at the very end, that final shot, that it was just her alone in that giant house without any kids or anyone else there. I don't know. This actually may be a catalyst, you know, her isolation, which she absolutely doesn't want, might be a catalyst for her ultimately reconciling with Tony, which I think will happen at some point. I could be way wrong about that, obviously, but I do think they might get back together at some point. I've felt all along that, like, I don't feel like, you know, this marriage is going to be truly broken. It'll suck, but it won't end. I don't feel like. But again, like I said, you know, the unpredictability of the show is part of its charm, right? There's nothing lamer than a TV show where you can start watching and predict everything that's going to happen all the way through because there's no nuance to it. There's a lot of nuance to this show. How you feel about, Fech getting his parole violated and sent back to prison, ultimately because he was behaving in a way that was just bothering Tony. And I do think that flashback to the poker game where Tony realized that he does enjoy the company of yes men, and he wants the people around him to be yes men. Another thing Carmela was right about, and Fech not laughing at the joke. And always speaking out of turn, right? I feel like the joke there wasn't obviously the issue, but it's indicative of the issue, right? Tony saw it as indicative of the issue, that he doesn't feel like Fech is showing enough fealty to him. And ultimately, that's probably why Fech is going to die in prison now. Handled really well. The direction and the editing of this episode was so good for a lot of the nonverbal storytelling. It was great. I really, really enjoyed this. Appreciate you guys. I will see you very soon.